everybody. My name is Farah. I'm the proud founder and CEO of Farah Laurent International Nurse Coach. I am a badass career coach. And what I do is I help nurses level up in their career. So thank you so much for joining. For those who are watching, please let me know where you're watching from. Drop in the city, the country, because we're international out here. Let me know where you're watching from. I would love to say hello, and I just like to know where all the viewers are from. So definitely drop in any comments that you would like. Let me know if you have any questions for me as I go on to the show. And for those who don't know me, like I said, I am a career coach. I've been a nurse for 18 years. And this is the show, The Nursing Dose, with your host, Farah. And I'm currently streaming on multiple platforms: LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. So say hello and don't be shy. So today we're going to be talking about, is LinkedIn the new resume, right? So for those of you that don't have LinkedIn, you might have to think about getting LinkedIn, right? Because it is one of the greatest social media platforms for professionals, and it's worldwide. There are millions of people on LinkedIn, and it's not just for job searching alone. However, there are so many recruiters on here. And today we're going to be talking about how to leverage LinkedIn and how to use it to your advantage, because I think many people are not using it to the fullest advantage. And if you don't have a LinkedIn account, I think it's time to get one. Because even if you're a business owner like me, it is so important to connect and network with other professionals. So it's not just for job search, right? There's so many opportunities on LinkedIn for connecting with others, and it's my favorite platform. I mainly use LinkedIn. I want to say hi to Denise. Hi, Denise from Minnesota. Hi, representing. Thank you. Thank you. Let me know if you have any comments, questions, and if you happen to be watching the replay, also drop any comments, questions. Let me know where you're watching from, and I will definitely respond to you. So again, for those who don't know me, I've been a nurse for 18 years. Like I said, I started my career in Canada, went to school there, got my bachelor's, and my origin story for nursing is my clinical instructor told me that I would never be an ER nurse because that was my passion. That's what I wanted to do. But she told me I had to go into med surg, and I wasn't hearing that. I said, no way, I'm not doing that. She told me that I was too unorganized to be an ER nurse. So I said, well, let me prove her wrong. So what I did is I had my last rotation in the ER, and I killed it. I made such great connections. I was working hard. I learned everything I could. And they said, Farah, you should apply. And I didn't even graduate. And they offered me a position. And it was in a trauma hospital. And I got the job. And I got the job before I even took my licensing exam. And like I said, before I even graduated. So I share this story because that's what propelled me to have a platform like this and to share my story through nursing and entrepreneurship now. And I'm still on my journey to entrepreneurship. I still work as the director of nursing for a nursing program. I'm a mom of two. I have a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old, and I'm in a doctoral program. And I know, right? It's a lot, but it's to show you that if you're driven, you can do anything that you want and put your mind to. So that's the story that I share all the time. And I also help other nurses start up their businesses, coaching businesses. So if you're interested, definitely contact me. So let's get into it, right? Is LinkedIn the new resume, right? So think about it, right? Traditional resumes, which are still necessary, don't really give you the full scope and the full picture of the candidate, the person, right? And when I help my clients build their resumes and build their cover letters, we focus around, number one, tailoring it to the job description and showing their skills and how they can meet the requirements of that position and even exceed it, right? But you don't really get a great sense of the person. So what better way than to use LinkedIn to your advantage, right? So, LinkedIn, the power of video. So, I did a video earlier about the power of LinkedIn. And it's so important because honestly, um, I shared this earlier. I didn't realize the power of LinkedIn when I first started on LinkedIn, like years and years ago. I didn't even have a profile picture. I didn't post at all. I would just scroll once in a while, and that was it. But then when I started my business in June of 2021, I said, I got to really take this thing seriously. And I started posting regularly, right? And video has been extremely important because I feel like not only do people see you and hear you, they kind of get a sense of your personality and how you are. And recruiters would eat that up, right? Would love that. So think about it. They are so busy. Most hospitals or organizations don't have many recruiters. They have only a small team of recruiters, and they have to go through so many resumes and cover letters. And that's for those who maybe are not using that software, right? That I can't think of it right now, right? But they still have to go through candidates. So, what better way to stand out from the crowd and create a video, let's say on LinkedIn, presenting yourself and what you're looking for in a position? Or maybe if you've narrowed it down, you can go right for it and say, hey, listen, I'm interested in this, and that, and tell them why you are great for the position. It's a chance for you to promote yourself, basically, because I work with a lot of nurses, both new nurses and experienced nurses. And one thing that I find is they have trouble promoting themselves and highlighting their skills. Okay. You have to, right? You have to be able to do that to stand out. And you have to come across confident because when you get to the interview stage, if you're not confident, most likely you probably will not get the position over another candidate, right? You may be the most qualified, but if you can't articulate your value and you can't show up with confidence, then guess what? That other candidate will probably get the position. So, same is true on LinkedIn. 94% of recruiters will go on LinkedIn and look you up and look at your post. So, I'm going to give you a couple tips here. You should definitely have a photo on LinkedIn, right? And it should be a professional photo. If you can't afford it at this time, it's okay. You could use your cell phone, but make sure it's a good photo of your face, not too close and not too far away, enough so they can tell who you are. And it should be forward facing, none of these profiles or whatever you want to do, right? Make sure it's forward facing and that you're smiling, okay? And obviously, have some professional attire on or whatever. So that's number one. You also want to put up a banner and say open to work, so that it attracts people to see, oh, look, this person is open to work. Let me see what they want to, what they're interested in, right? Your headline is super important. You should also put down what it is that you're looking for. A lot of people on LinkedIn, a lot will put looking for a new opportunity. Okay, that's very vague. That doesn't give me any idea of what it is that you're interested in. So if you know that you want to go into leadership or education, or if you're interested like me in emergency medicine or critical care, you want to put that. Some people I see will put aspiring critical care nurse, aspiring leader, whatever it is, be specific in your headline. Okay. And I see somebody just joining. Hi, Alice. Alice for nurse for 55 years, New York. Yes, New York, New York. So I actually worked quite a bit of my career in New York City. I worked at multiple hospitals there, mainly spent a lot of time at NYU working in their emergency department, and then later transitioning to be an ER nurse. An educator in another department down the street on 17th and 2nd, I think it was. So LOH. So very familiar with New York. Love all my New Yorkers. I used to live there for quite a long time. I lived in Brooklyn, but now I'm in New Jersey. Now I'm a Jersey girl. And I used to live in Canada too. So, and I worked in Michigan, kind of worked all over. So, and this is why, if you're asking, well, why should I listen to this this nurse or this person. And this information can be applicable to any industry. It doesn't have to be in nursing per se, right? Um, but like I said, I've been a nurse for 18 years and I've had my share of interviews. I've had multiple interviews. I've done multiple resumes for myself and my clients. I've held positions, like I said, in leadership, such as the director of education, worked in academia as a clinical instructor, adjunct faculty. Um, so many different positions. Like I said, I worked for different hospital organizations, New York Presbyterian, NYU, Mount Sinai, NYC Health and Hospitals. I worked for the VA in Michigan. So I have quite a bit of experience. So that's why I'm sharing this with you guys. And you always have to be ahead of the game. I had a post earlier today on LinkedIn that said, um, you know, something to the, I can't even think of the quote now. What was it? Uh, Play the game, don't let the game play you, or something like that. I can't even remember. How bad is that, right? I have a short-term memory. But definitely, oh, now Alice is in Florida. Okay, okay. I love Florida too. Love the sun. I've been in Miami very, very much in my younger days. Right. I love Florida. So, um, basically, when I say, play the game, don't let the game play you, is you have to be proactive and you have to go after what you want. And this is what I do with my clients. I really empower them to go after what they want. And it's not the traditional type of nursing that we see. A lot of nurses are transitioning to different careers and jobs, and that's okay. And you have to be able to stand out from the crowd, right? You have to go after what you want. A lot of the clients that I work with, won't even pick up the phone and call HR, for example. And it's like, you have to connect with people. You have to make the phone call. You have to connect to recruiters on LinkedIn. Even talking outside of social media, when you're out and about talking to different people, you never know who you're going to meet and who you're going to run into. So if you're wanting a particular position, then start speaking to people about it, right? Talk to your colleagues, talk to other people that you meet. And like I said, LinkedIn, the power of LinkedIn is amazing. I've met so many amazing people on LinkedIn, both nurses and non-nurses, and it's my favorite platform by far. I do go on other platforms as well, but like I said, it's the largest platform for professionals. So I think it's really underrated, and a lot of people don't really know about it and the power of it. And you get noticed on LinkedIn because, um, you know, not a lot of people post on LinkedIn. So that's another thing. I think the statistic is about 1%, or at least less than 2% of people that are on LinkedIn, and this is millions of people, actually produce content, create content like written posts or videos and things like that. And a lot of people are shy to go on video. So think about it. If you want to apply for a position and you go ahead and do a video and post it on LinkedIn, you're going to stand out. So let's go through what you should really include in a video if you are going to post a video that's going to highlight your skills and accomplishments, right, in that video. So I would say, ideally, you should say the most important information first, because a lot of people have a short attention span. So you want to start with a hook, something to hook your audience, or the recruiter, or the hiring manager. So your first sentence or two should be a hook, right? And you should lead into your why, right? Your purpose, your why, and then lead into why you're so passionate about that particular position and what you bring to the table, right? So you're almost answering the question that when you get to an interview, which is, tell me about yourself, right? But again, you have to be professional, and you don't want to get in too much detail about your personal life, right? You want to keep it professional. You might highlight some things like, I like to travel, I'm passionate about volunteering, or whatever it is, but keep it very focused to how you're going to meet the requirements of the position that you want. Um, and maybe if you're part of an organization, let's say, maybe you're applying for the emergency nurses, an emergency nurse position, you should definitely look into um, I can't even speak. Look into the Emergency Nurses Association, the ENA, and be a member. And you could maybe highlight that in your video and say, I'm a member of the ENA. I'm extremely passionate about emergency medicine. Here's why, blah, blah, blah. And this is what I can bring as an emergency nurse, da, 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 da. And you want to connect on a couple different levels. So, number one, you want to be able to articulate your skills and accomplishments. Number two, you want to be able to articulate that you know about this role and what it entails, right? So, for example, emergency nurses, right, have to be calm. They have to be able to reduce patients' anxiety and be able to connect with them. So that's just one example, right? And if you can share your story, like your why story about why you want to become an ER nurse, that will create that emotional connection with your viewer or the recruiter as you're talking about it, right? So let me know if this stuff is helpful. Let me know if you are loving this conversation. Put a heart in the comments, put a thumbs up, put a number one. Let me know in the comments if this is resonating with you. And if you have any questions, this is the time to drop it in the comments right now. And tell me what you think, right? I like to interact with my audience. Tell me what you think. Do you think LinkedIn is the new resume? Let me know in the comments. Let me know right now what you think. And let me check in to make sure that there are no technical difficulties and that you guys can still hear me and see me okay. Just checking in right now on LinkedIn to make sure I'm there and to make sure that I'm live. I'm not seeing it right now. Okay, yes, I am live. I just want to make sure. All right, so let me know, guys, if you have any questions. I would love to answer any questions that you may have. And I wanted to tell you about a few upcoming events that are going to be happening. So I'm teaming up with Sarah, who's another nurse career coach, Farah, and she's Canadian as well. And we're going to be doing a webinar on May 11th. I'm going to drop the link later in the comments section on how to sign up for it. It's going to be a 2-hour webinar, and it's going to cover all of these things that I'm talking about, which is how to create a standout resume, how to stand out in your interview, how to optimize your LinkedIn, like the basic fundamentals of LinkedIn and your profile and how to stand out there, personal branding. So we're going to talk about all those things in this 2-hour webinar. And we're also going to have an opportunity for question and answer at the end. So there's an early bird special. It's only $47 US dollars. So if you want to sign up, I'll drop the link. And if you happen to be watching this later and you can't find the link for some reason, direct message me and I'll be happy to send you the link directly in your message box. So again, that's going to be May 11th. Level up your career. It's called With Farah and Sarah. All right. So you definitely want to check that out. And this is for any nurse, whether you're a nursing student, you are a new graduate nurse, or an experienced nurse looking to level up. You could also be a nurse practitioner, whatever it is, you can join and learn a lot of these foundational things from two people, right? From myself and another nurse career coach. So definitely looking forward to that. It's going to be very good. And this is the first official one. And I don't think we're going to be doing another one. So you don't want to miss it. You definitely want to sign up for it for the early bird special. Who else here? All right, Alice. Yes, thank you. She's telling me that it was valuable. I love it, love it, love it. And for those of you who are interested to work with me directly, you can also message me. LinkedIn, like I said, is the best way, or I could give you my email. It's Farah, last name Laurent, INC for International Nurse Coach at gmail.com. So Farah Laurent, INC at gmail.com. You can message me through there. Or you can find me on LinkedIn and just direct message me there. I also have a website that I'm working on that'll be coming out very soon. My domain name is nursefarah.com. So when that comes out, I'm going to do a little bit more promotion and let you guys know when the official date is of that website launch. So I'm so excited about that. And you can check out some other episodes on YouTube if you just type in The Nursing Dose with Farah. I have tons and tons of interviews with other nurses and non-nurses talking about strategies for success in your career and really how to level up in your career. Let's see. Alice says, great, I'm 73 and still working. All right, Alice. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Who else is here? Oh, I think that was it. I thought I saw another message. So guys, let me know if you have any questions for me. I would love to answer. The other thing that I wanted to talk about LinkedIn is don't be afraid to post. So maybe videos are not for you. That's okay. What you could do is you could write articles, right? So there's a section on LinkedIn at the top that says articles. You could start writing articles, right? So that's another way to stand out, and maybe recruiters or hiring managers can see those articles. Or you could simply just post a little post about yourself and what it is that you're interested in and why, right? So maybe it's critical care. I love critical care because of da 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 da. I'm passionate about it. Write a little blurb and continue to post on a weekly basis, right? So that you can get the attention of recruiters or hiring managers. You also can tag people in your post, right? That's another thing that you could do to get the attention of recruiters, of companies, organizations that you'd like to work for. Okay, so that's definitely another tip. So if you don't like to be on camera, on video, definitely writing is another one. I love to write. Do I? Yes, I do. I love to write. But so it's funny because I'm in a doctoral program and I always have to write papers and stuff. And it's like, I'm not interested in that. So I have to write a paper actually on epidemiology and like hurricanes and globalization. And I'm like, boring, right? But I love to write. I have articles that I've written for Minority Nurse and Daily Nurse. I'm actually a recent contributor to Minority Nurse, so you could go ahead and check out some of my content there. I've been featured on Sigma Theta Tau. They featured me on their website, so extremely happy about that. And I'm also a member of the NNBA, which is the National Nurses and Business Association, and I've written a recent blog about that. And it's basically 7 reasons to start your own nursing business, show up and show out. You could check out that article on the NNBA. And if you're interested to start your own business, definitely contact me because I help nurses start up their businesses. And it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be committed. You have to have clarity and you have to have a great idea and solve a problem, right? And this is what I love to do is help other nurses, coach them to get their success, whether it's landing their dream job or starting their own business, or maybe they're just having trouble with their direction of where to go. I help nurses with that. And I'm so passionate about it because I didn't have that as a new nurse. I didn't find out about mentors until much later in my career. But in the beginning, I didn't have direction. I had to figure everything out myself. So I am today what I needed back then, right? A nurse career coach. So I love what I do. I have some comments here. Jessica. Hey, Jessica. She said, interested in your content. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I love to hear feedback from different people. So keep it coming. Let me know what you like, what you would like me to cover in the future. I typically cover topics on career, advancement, professional development, obviously how to land your dream job and how to be a badass nurse, because I am a badass nurse and you are too. You just have to unleash that badness, right? I also have a 4-week coaching program from a new nurse to badass nurse. And I'm going to be starting the next cohort in April. So I would love any senior nursing student or new grad that's interested to contact me. And I have a promotional offer for that. So have a lot going on, right? I also offer one-on-one coaching. If you need clarity, I could drop that link as well, my Calendly link. And if you go on my LinkedIn, I also have, just if you need a consultation call for 15 minutes, I have that. But listen up, it's not about me coaching. It's, just finding about more about you, your goals, and how my services can help you get there. All right. So I just wanted to clarify that. Who else? We have John from the Better Connect Academy. And he says we provide continuing education courses for PAs and nurses. All right. Thank you for sharing that. So like I said, I'm going to wrap it up here because I actually have another call with my web developer working on the website coming up soon. So again, to wrap it up, the power of LinkedIn. So powerful. Love, love, love this platform. So to wrap it up, you need to stand out on LinkedIn. If you don't have a LinkedIn account, definitely create one today. For those of you that are watching on LinkedIn, update your LinkedIn profile today. Whether you're looking for a job or not looking for a job, it doesn't matter. You need to stay ready, right? I actually was laid off before from my director of education position, and I was blindsided. So you always have to stay ready with your resume, always have to stay ready on your LinkedIn profile, and promote yourself. Promote yourself. You are your own brand. Okay. Stop promoting other organizations unless you really want to. But guess what? When they lay you off or whatever it is, your whole profile is going to be about that company, that organization. But you need to start branding yourself, right? Because you probably won't be in that same position for the rest of your life. I mean, you may, but you definitely have to start focusing on you, branding yourself, elevating yourself, and creating opportunities for yourself. And LinkedIn is going to do that for you. Whether you're a new nurse or an experienced nurse or wanting to start your business, LinkedIn is the greatest place for you because there are so many professionals on LinkedIn, and it's just an amazing place to be. And I actually wanted to shout out Rebecca Love. She is an amazing nursing leader, and we actually had a quick call today because of LinkedIn, and that's how I got connected with her. So just to give you an idea, right? I can't say enough about LinkedIn. So definitely don't be afraid to get out there and post something, put up a video, introduce yourself to the world, and go out there, be great, be bold, and be badass nurses, or just badass individuals, even if you're not a nurse watching this. So I hope that you enjoyed the show, The Nursing Dose with Farah. Like I said, you can check me out on YouTube. If you type in The Nursing Dose with Farah, you'll see other episodes there. Continue to follow me on all of this different social media platforms. Message me if you'd like to, and I'll drop all the links with the different coaching activities that are going to be happening soon. And if this was valuable for you, definitely drop a heart. Let me know about future content if you would like to. And if you'd like to be a guest on the show, let me know. And you can direct message me, and I'll see if it's something that's in alignment with the show. And I would love to have some nurses on. I had a nursing student on last week, and she was amazing. So I love connecting with everybody. Again, thank you for your time. And I hope this was helpful, and I hope to talk to you soon. And until next time, thank you for coming to the Nursing Dose with Farah. I typically go on Thursdays live, so look out for more shows to come up. All right. Take care. Have a blessed day.